Abraham Lincoln famously said, if I had 6 hours to cut down a tree, I would spend the first 5 sharpening the axe. What Abraham Lincoln was trying to convey is that in preparation, the battle is won. In the sharpening of the tools and in the development of yourself, things become a lot easier to accomplish. I see so many people hustling and going out there with no skills, no refined process, and then they fail. And then they ask themselves, why is it that I haven't been able to accomplish anything great? And you begin to look at their tools and you begin to look at their toolkit, and it's empty. It's unpolished. It's unrefined. If you want to be good at business, there's essential skills that you have to learn before you go into business. Sales, marketing, customer service, logistics, human resources, all these essential skills that are polishing you away in order to become a better individual and a better entrepreneur. And I see so many people that want to skip that step. They just think that it's the hustle and it's the grind and it's the hustling 24/7 that's going to get you to the top. But I see a couple people make a few strategic moves and they make it to the top. Why? Because they prepared. Do not fade the preparation. Do not fade the process of development, and understand that the game is won in preseason. The game is won in practice. The game is won in training. If you want to make it to the top, no shortcuts, my friend. If you want to make it to the top, you can't just hustle your way to greatness. You have to become a new person. You have to develop new skills. You have to develop a new mind and refine who you are and how you operate. If you look at a billionaire, they're not the same person they used to be when they just got started. Oh, well, that's obvious, Luke. Yeah, well, what was the process that got them to a billionaire status? That is what you need to learn, and then understand what are the skills that you need to develop in order to, in some way, shape, or form, exemplify a piece of that greatness or a piece of those developed skills. If you want to become a highly proficient athlete, you're going to have to put in the hours. If you want to become a highly proficient chef or highly proficient musician, you're going to have to put in the hours and the work and the dedication. Nobody's going to stand or give you accolades or praise when you are unrefined and unpolished and common like everybody else. It's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with greatness. It's the same thing with accomplishing your goals. Like I said, Abraham Lincoln said if he had 6 hours to cut down a tree, he would spend the first 5 sharpening the axe. And in those first 5 hours, you're going to feel like it's unproductive. You're going to feel like you're wasting your time. But then when you slice the tree, you're going to be like, whoa. People were telling me that I just had to grind and hustle and just try and chop this thing down, and it wasn't working. But in the process of self-development, in the process of refinement, in the process of polishing yourself, things become easier. If it's hard today, through repetition and through effort, it'll get easier tomorrow. And that process of iteration and polishing and refining and sharpening will lead you to become a better entrepreneur, a better individual, a better person altogether. Sharpen the axe, elevate yourself, and understand that you're not being unproductive. You're not being a person that's wasting time by developing valuable skills. You're becoming a powerful individual that eventually will wield these skills to live a life of their dreams.